Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thank you all for following me along this series. This will be the final video in my Exchange server patching series. The steps I'll be performing here are the same as the ones which I have covered in part 2 and part 3 of the series. If you haven't watched those yet, I highly recommend checking them out and also watching part 1 where I explained some key concepts in detail that I won't be repeating here. So let's get started with patching the last remaining Exchange server. I will begin by running SetupAssist. As I explained in part 1 and demonstrated in part 2 and 3, SetupAssist is extremely valuable. It can save you a lot of troubleshooting time during such maintenance activity. The results show that everything looks fine, but a reboot is required before proceeding. So let me go ahead and restart the server. Once the server is back online, let's put it into maintenance mode. We'll start by draining the hub transport service, which tells the server to stop accepting new messages. Even though the status indicates draining, I still recommend restarting the Exchange transport service. This forces the service to reload its configuration changes and begin draining immediately. Next, I will redirect any queued messages to another active Exchange server in the same site. After that, I will check the queue to confirm it is cleared. Finally, I will put the server into maintenance mode. At this stage, all server components except 2 should show as inactive, which is the expected state. Before moving forward, let's back up the essential configuration of this Exchange server. As in my earlier videos, I will run a backup script and verify that the files are copied to the designated folder. My script also copies the backup to a shared location, so if anything goes wrong during patching, I will have the critical configuration files needed for troubleshooting. I strongly recommend you do the same. If you would like a copy of my scripts, I have included a link to get to them in the description of this video. Next, let's install the available Windows updates. Windows has conveniently prompted me that some required updates are available. Perfect timing. There are 2 updates ready to install, so let me go ahead and click Install Now. Once they are applied, the server will require a reboot, so I will restart it. After the reboot, I will double check for any additional updates. There are none pending, so we are good to move forward. Before installing the hotfix, I will run SetupAssist again to make sure everything is in order. As always, I stress the importance of SetupAssist before carrying out any major changes. Everything looks fine. I will now check the Exchange build numbers. Let us now download the latest hotfix file from the official Microsoft page. Once downloaded, I will close the Exchange Management shell and open Command Prompt as administrator This is required to run the Hotfix installer. We will go through the setup, accept the terms, and let it complete. This process can take a while, so be patient. The hotfix has installed successfully, and a reboot is required to finalize it. So I'll go ahead and restart the server. After the reboot, let us confirm that the hotfix is installed. First, I will check the install update section to see if the update reflects correctly. Yes, it does. Next, I will launch Exchange Management Shell and check SetupAssist again. And yes, it reflects the update. Next, I will check the Exchange build number across all Exchange servers. As expected, now all of them are aligned with the latest build. Now let's bring this Exchange server back into service. Let's begin by first reactivating server-wide components. Next, let's reactivate hub transport. Now let's restart the transport service to speed up the process. And finally, let's verify that the server is out of maintenance mode. And yes, it appears to be so, indicating that this Exchange server is now ready to process messages again. Just as I did in my previous video, I'll add in my custom values to ensure that the number of OUs and sub-OUs are well visible when browsed through the Exchange Admin Center. After making the change, I'll reboot the server to ensure it is applied correctly. That's it. This concludes my Exchange Server patching series. I hope you found this series informative and helpful. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please do share them in the comments. I'd really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this series and want to support my work, please give my videos a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.